Okay, everyone, welcome back again to our Let's Play Russia series. Let me just take a moment to reacquaint myself with what's going on. Oh, and exactly what I was afraid of happened, didn't it? Well, that is precisely what I was trying to avoid. There is still a little bit of room in here, and I think I'm gonna take it. I'm pretty sure I have to. I might have to... Well, I might settle right on that jade, actually. That would be fine. Well, no, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to settle right there if I want to be able to get both of those turtles. Which I think I do. Okay, well that slightly interrupted my reacquainting. I must have missed that last time. Okay, I was building a settler to probably go, well, somewhere just slightly north of where that city wound up being. I do have a few spots over here to the west that I want to get. There's a couple of furs here that I would like. There's some silver up here. There's some truffles up here. Both of those I would like to get. So it looks like I'm going to try and be spreading west across the tundra. Which, yeah, I suppose that's fine. As Russia. Kind of fitting. I am also still thinking about taking on Singapore because, well, several reasons. They have 3 things of Mercury. They're kind of in an awkward position for my own growth. And I would also just like another city, I think. You know, I've got some neighbors that are just running away on their yields right now, and more cities I can get to help myself keep up, the better. Yeah, I do also need to consider going up after this iron. I could put maybe a city somewhere I might wind up settling like right here, and then maybe just aqueduct to that mountain for water. I'm not sure. I know I want to settle that iron if I can, and really I should be doing it soon. Since I've got iron working on deck over there, I'd prefer to get swordsmen as soon as I can, especially if I'm considering attacking a city. I do have a battering ram coming up for that. I am researching catapults also for that purpose. But I'm still a decent ways out from being comfortable attacking them. Okay, so let's just move ahead and see what happens from here. Yeah, she doesn't like me because science. Get used to that, lady. I'm probably not going to catch up anytime soon. Yeah, she doesn't like me because apparently I don't have good enough cities right near her. That one I hope I can take care of soon.
Divide and rule.
Okay, and we've got our first government. Turn 75. Oof. And you know what? I haven't actually considered what I want to go here. I'm thinking maybe Classical Republic. Possibly. I might go oligarchy since I'm thinking about declaring a war in the not too distant future. I'm not building a wonder, and I don't really need my capital to get that buff, particularly. It's not bad. It's certainly not bad. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with Classical Republic for now. And I might actually just switch before declaring war. That might be something I do. But for now, I think I'm going to drop urban planning in there. I think that's going to be the most useful for me right now. I don't recall if I have any builders on deck. No. And I'm not Well, I'm probably going to want some builders in the not-too-distant future, but I'm to the point where I can buy them now. So I don't particularly need the policy card for that. I think urban planning is my best bet right now to get more production in all of my cities, and I'm still trying to spread out, get a few more cities dropped down, so that one production for a new city is a lot more meaningful than it is for a city that's already been built up a bit. As far as other policy cards, I think I'm just going to plug Charismatic Leader into the Diplo slot. Neither of these is really compelling right now. I'm not doing any kind of shenanigans with city-states at the moment. I'm almost tempted to put in Literary Tradition in my wildcard slot, because even though I'm not working towards anything right now on the culture side, I do want to skew in that direction eventually. You know what, for now, I'm going to go ahead and just plug in the Great Rider points. Again, I don't need them right this second, but the only thing I was thinking about plugging in there was maybe a +2 gold thing, and I think I'd rather have 2 Great Rider points than +2 gold per turn. Yeah, probably just moving up the tree at this point. So I'll go ahead and just pick up Military Tradition for now, since it's cheap. I'm still not doing great on culture per turn. That is going to be something I need to start working on sooner rather than later. But for now, my priority is still just getting these cities established, building settlers, getting new cities established. I think I'm probably going to have to kill Singapore. And that kind of falls under that same umbrella, as I need more cities. Okay, I've finished my Lavra in here. I don't super need to go after a shrine right now for the extra faith. I'd rather just take the faith from the adjacency for now. So I want to get started working on something useful in here. Actually, I do have a horse tile to improve there. I've got one to improve there. I think I'm going to purchase a builder here. Then as far as what they're actually going to be producing, heck, I might go for a settler. I could go for a military unit to try and help out this war from the other side. I'd like to have at least 1 or 2 stationed on this side anyway. You know, I think I'm just going to pull one of my archers around just to have him over here, you know, defensively. I'm not really worried about defending this city. It's up a hill across a river, and there's only one tile to attack it from. So, yeah, gonna be hard to take if it ever comes to that. As far as what I want him to produce, though, I'm actually thinking settler. I need to get as many cities out as I can. So if I have something I'm not quite decided on, it should be a settler. That barb is probably just gonna come pillage that now that now that I've noticed that. I'm not really gonna be working that tile just yet anyway, so if he pillages it, he pillages it. I'll just let him for now. I don't need to redirect my military up there. Just let that happen. Okay, troops on the border. Me no likey. Me no likey. Crud muffins. Well, remember that I'm probably not going to be attacked anytime soon stuff I was saying just a few minutes ago? Maybe not. Okay, they're moving off.
I don't underrate the value of...
Okay, I can probably go ahead for theology here. I'd like to get the temple, because that also gets us access to the worship building, and we can purchase that with faith. I'm just gonna have that guy sit there and be a warrior helping defend my city. Like I was saying, this would be an incredibly difficult city to take if it did ever come to that. Do I want to improve that stone? I don't think it's much of a priority. I know I want to improve those horses. But then this guy's third build charge isn't really spoken for. Is there anything... Well, I've got a couple of tiles up here. Both of these could be improved. And they're a little more pressing than this. So yeah, I'll bring him up here. I'll improve those horses. And then probably that copper, I think. Yep. Sunduck has built Machu Picchu. There aren't really any wonders that I would consider going after on Deity as a strategy going in. There are a few that I might like to get if I see an opportunity. But on Deity, the first couple of eras, you're so far behind, and unless you really see an opportunity or you're the right civ to go for one, but really, like, it's not until around medieval wonders that I would even start considering them. You'd usually wind up just wasting too much of your time and then falling even further behind the AI. Anyway, what to build here? I'm still 3 turns out from a catapult. I could certainly use a library. I really could. I really, really need to bump up my science. So you go just hang out with that warrior. You know, Sunduck, if I recall correctly, had iron. Yeah, she does. She's not gonna sell it. Of course she isn't. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, well, maybe I should hold on to my horses, actually. I did get horseback riding. They don't work with battering rams, cavalry units. So if I don't get swordsman, this guy kind of turns out to be a little pointless. Oh man, and here comes their whole army. There's a great rider. I can put a couple of things in the capital, so that will be nice to start catching up on culture. Yeah, you just link up there. We got him so quick because our Lavra is helping. As you can see here, we get 1 great writer point per turn with a shrine, which this one has. So by plugging the policy card in, we were able to get him on the quick. The reason I was saying I wasn't really much of a priority right now is because I've got 2 places to put great works right now, and one of them is that special monument that really I would rather save for relics, but that's not going to be happening just yet. So it's fine to put him in there for now. Okay, so she's asking for horses right now. I could definitely use that 6 gold per turn. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I'm improving more sources of horses, so I'll be raking them in quite quickly. So I'm pretty safe to sell them, even if I'm planning on possibly building a horseman and using it. Honestly, yeah, just plugging 1 into Geneva for the science in my capital is worth it, even if I'm not planning on being competitive over being the suzerain.
It is astonishing that...
Okay, let's see here.
One man's magic.
I don't really need celestial navigation yet. The only really good harbor is up here, and this city's busy. I might just go straight for ironworking. I'm still not sure if I want to settle that city for the iron or push further west, because I can kind of see Georgia eyeing up this territory. Ooh, there's iron here. Okay, yeah, never mind. Decision made. I'm going to settle right there in between these firs and then buy out to that iron tile. Okay, so what to work on now? I think I'm going to go for construction, actually. That gets me closer to some pretty important techs. And lumber mills are a good improvement.
And man suffers only because he takes...
Okay, I think I'm going to go for recorded history here. I'm not to the point where I'm really thinking about laying down any entertainment districts yet. So I don't need to rush that. Okay, but you, my friend, minus 12. It'll be more expensive to buy out to the iron from here, but I could still do it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. I could probably find a way to deal with that minus 12. I could plug in the policy card to have a unit sit there and get extra loyalty. I could put a governor in there. But I'd rather not get into a fight like that right now. Do I want to build a temple in here right now? I could buy the meeting house out with faith once the temple is up. It'll give me extra faith, and since it's a Lavra, it'll give me great artist points. But I do still want to be rushing out as many settlers as possible. Because that is my catch-up at this point, is just getting more cities, because I'm still well behind the AI. So, do I go for a settler here? Do I build a temple? Do I build a different district? I could go for a theater square. I don't have any good spots for it. Got a +1 right here. I could use a government plaza, actually. Now that I think of it. Yeah. If I can get that online, and then maybe start working on Magnus as my next governor, I could get a settler chain in here and start rushing them out without losing pop. Do have another envoy. Heck, I'm slightly tempted to put one into Singapore, even though I'm still planning on attacking them. Because their quest is a great general. That's not happening. And I guess I could use the +1 production towards the government plaza here. Well, no. I'm just going to go ahead and put another one into Mitla. Since that's the only one right now that I'm actually thinking I might be able to be suzerain of. Oh yeah, my warrior made it back from dancing with the barbarian horseman up here. I'll actually have him link up with this settler, I believe. This guy made it across here. I can get those other horses improved. Well, I'm nearing the end of the classical era, and unfortunately I was not able to get enough going to get a golden age here. I do have extra jade, and Eleanor wants it. Wow. 8 gold per turn, 77 off the bat. Okay, so that's interesting. Korea and England down there are going to war with each other. That only benefits me. Oh, I found a tribal village up there. I'll have my builder go get that before he comes back and improves that mine. Oh, is that a river up there? Sure looks like. So actually, I could get a decent city up there. It's certainly not a priority. Okay, struggling on housing and amenities. Up here. That's fine. It really is, it's just fine. I do have this open now. And I want that as soon as I can get it. That is going to help me immensely. It's why I wanted the Void Singers primarily, is to get that gold science and culture equal to some of my faith. Okay, as far as my dedication here, I think I'm just going to go for free inquiry again. Okay, it looks like that was probably some envoys shifting around in the city-state, getting them to swap sides. Okay, we have our first World Congress. I only have 11 diplomatic favor, so I'm not going to be swinging any of these. So I basically just have to guess what the AI is going to do here. I've always found this is a weird mechanic. Tamar has a good amount of diplomatic favor. You know, I think I am just going to vote for myself here, even though it's probably not going through. I'll vote twice. And then this one, this is probably going to go towards either England or Korea, since they're in a war with each other. So they'll probably be voting each other up on this. I think I'm going to go for Eleanor here. Somewhat just as a guess. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I did get my... yeah, there we go. I was right on both counts. I knew that putting 2 into this would probably be enough to push it because, yeah, nobody else wanted to vote more than once. It looks like there was a tiebreaker, though. Somebody voted for me. That's weird. And over here, yeah, only one person voted for B. I don't see the AI vote for that a lot, so I knew that they were going to try and up somebody else's grievances. And yeah, Korea voted for England. Okay. Good guesses. Good guesses all around. Watch me end up with a diplomatic victory somehow. That always seems to happen to me, is once I get to the late game, if I haven't pushed my win condition hard enough, a lot of times I'll just stumble backwards into a diplomatic victory. There have been several games where I would just be going about my business, like, you know, a few turns out from a culture victory or a space victory or whatever, and then the game suddenly, like, cuts out and I'm like, wait, what happened? And it's like, diplomatic victory. Okay. Sure. Hadn't been tracking that at all, but that might as well happen. Okay, so we do have a... Oh, that's good. That means that their units won't be wandering around coming in to pillage my stuff. And we did get an envoy there. They want us to send a trade route. I think we should be able to do that. And I get extra faith on trade routes for my followers that are in this city. I think that means the city-state. That's very interesting. I'm probably going to try and become suzerain to them. That's a nice bonus. Anything that bumps my faith up is really going to help my game plan. Okay, so this guy is in position. My settler's still on the way. For some reason, he decided to take a detour up right next to an active volcano. to help him get there. Interesting choice. Not one I would have made, but hey, you do you, Mr. Settler. Found another tribal village up here. I wonder if... yeah, I mean, I guess I can just use my builder on that one as well. I don't want to move my military away from here, because there's too many things that could go wrong if I did that. Okay, Sunduck wants horses now. She'll give me 2 gold per turn. I'm going to refuse this and then check the deals mod, because I know I was getting better out of Eleanor for the same number of horses.
The 4 building blocks of the
Okay,
universe.
got construction researched. That is good. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Georgia will give me better than that. Give me 5 gold per turn. Yeah, Korea only wants 12, really. But I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. More stuff I can sell to the AI, the better. Ironworking keeps getting cheaper and cheaper, relatively. I could certainly go for either of these to get access to these districts. I don't think I'm going to build any of them soon. I'll go ahead and pick up currency here. It's only 2 turns. Okay, now I want to build a catapult in here. I want to get to work on that. Oh, man. Okay, taking manual control of him. Now he's got a barbarian clan to avoid. That's just about the worst thing that could have popped up. Well, I've been having really good luck with them so far. Really, there should have been like 3 or 4 up here constantly. Tell me to check the deals mod again. Yeah, it's Korea here. I guess she's probably just struggling on gold, which is why she can't pay much, but hey, that's not my problem. And yeah, there's the ping for the barbarian outpost. I still might be able to sneak my settler in, and I don't really need this guy to block that spot. Yeah, see, there's a swordsman. That's what I was afraid of. I don't really need to have that archer sitting there. I'll move him up to potentially help out. And I can back this guy across the river or into my town. This is not what I wanted to see there. It just isn't. Okay, my builder met the tribal village. Hey, and there's like a land bridge up here. When I saw the water and land on the other side, I assumed it was
Money,
ocean.
if it does not bring you...
Of course, it looks like there's a mountain blocking it off. Again. Seems to be a theme on this continent. Okay, now, do I waste another 5 turns? You know what? Yeah. I was just gonna improve that copper. It's not so much of a priority that I need my builder there now. I do have an industry opportunity on Jade. That's actually... Yeah, I think I'm gonna send him back, because I did just get the ability to build an industry. Okay, now I'm already knocking on the door of Man-at-Arms and just skipping Swordsman, basically. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get the boost to that, but it does not look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Oh man, now he's got a scout running around over there. Finally hitting some of the things that usually happen in a game. They have been put off a great amount of time in this game. But here they are. Yep, got barbarians messing with my plans. I finally have people, threatening my borders. But that's basically because I built out to them, not the other way around. And that's how you always want it. But in this case, there was an impassable mountain range in the way. So there's a bit of a different context. Okay, now as far as this city's production, heck, I might just go for a horseman. Yeah. It's getting to the point where I might have to be dealing with some large-scale barbarian fights. Extra military unit to throw at it, especially one with better movement. Definitely something I would like to have. And there it is.
It's a version of past events that
starting to get hunted down by the skirmisher. Not good, not good, not good. Okay, managed to get him away from the smoking volcano. Go ahead and pick up games and recreation, I think. I don't know. It's a pretty interesting decision. Look at all these other options. Okay. Doing this. Doing that right now. Now I can be less ashamed of my science and culture output. Still half of what the AIs are putting out, but I'm catching up. Darn it! I knew it was going to be a chance that my warrior got killed there, but I was hoping he wouldn't. Now I don't even have vision on that guy. I'm just... Actually, I'm going to have my archer, back over here. Maybe this guy will come across the river at me and make something happen that way. I'm going to start moving this warrior up just in case. Hey, that was my first lost unit, though. Okay, now I'm back to another interesting decision. I think I want a temple in here. I get a lot of benefits out of that now. As much as there are some other things that I'd like to be doing, building another settler, maybe getting another military unit, the temple is going to do the most for me. It's going to give me an extra infusion of faith in the city, which is also going to translate into gold, science, and culture from our secret society. It's going to start earning me great artist points, I think it was, because we're Russia and we have a Lavra. And it's going to let me faith purchase the unique worship building I got with my religion. Okay, I think I am going to go ahead and pick up Magnus here. Although, I could... Yeah, I don't really need to plug Amani into... What was it called? Cinquetti? Yeah, Cinquetti. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Yeah, I think I'll go with Cinquetti. I suppose that's good enough. Anyway, I was making decisions about governors. I don't really need to force suzerainty of any city-state right now. Although I might pick her up later for that, if there's one that I really need to be competitive over. For now, I think I'm going to pick up Magnus, and I want to get towards provision. I'll put him in my capital with my government plaza once I get the upgrade to that helps settler builds. For now, though, I should put him somewhere with resources to chop. I actually don't want to touch this forest since it's helping that future preserve. But there are a few forests actually in my capital. I might just go ahead and move Pingala now. I was originally going to put Magnus somewhere else. Actually, I've got some forests up here, too. And that'd help me get out my catapult. And any other military I'm going to want to be producing here, which is probably a couple more. Yeah, I'll put him here for now. And once he gets established, I'll try and get a builder down here. I might just buy one now. Yeah. I'll make sure he's there when I need him. But as soon as Magnus gets established, I'll have this builder start chopping some of these woods. I'll probably start with this one. It's the least useful to me right now. Okay, getting to a point where we've actually got stuff to worry about, stuff to react to, stuff to manage. Early on, this game was just a few turns of just making small little baby steps out from our little land island.
Everything has its limit. People
Okay, there is
cannot
iron
find
working.
time for recreation.
There's games and recreation. Let's look at our government real quick, see if there's anything we want to switch out here. For science, I'm going to say better than the Great Writer points right now. I am still getting some. Even though I don't have a theater square, I've got shrines in my Lovrids, so I'm earning Great Writer points. But the thing is, I'm out of spots to put Great Works right now. I can always start dropping down more Void Singer monuments to get more room for them, which is, again, part of my eventual win condition, is to use a bunch of those to have relics, is what I'm working towards. But for now, I definitely don't need the Great Writer points. I am looking at the rest of these, though. I could certainly trade out colonization, I think, because I am at a bit of a lull in producing settlers. I just brought 2 out, and I'm probably not going to start building some more until I get a little more established here. I get Magnus another promotion, and I get the I always forget what this building is called. Audience Chamber. No, Ancestral Hall. Yeah. I forget so much that I even forget when it's right in front of my face. But that will let us get more production towards settlers. New cities will receive a free builder, which is a nice boost. You know, I could actually just build that to get Magnus the promotion. I'll go ahead and queue it up. I might change my mind later. I'm gonna need it. The only question is, how soon? And I do think I'm gonna go for apprenticeship here. I could go for machinery to get crossbowmen. That's very tempting. And I do have more archers than I do warriors right now. I think. Still. Possibly. No, same amount. I knew I just lost a warrior. But what I don't have is iron. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go towards crossbowmen. As long as that's within reach, it's always something you want to think about getting. And that will change that to a siege tower. I'll be able to use this guy on those ancient walls. Still, I don't have to upgrade him. And it doesn't look like that many other cities even have walls yet. So honestly, with them at war with each other, nobody having walls, me building up a bit of a military, it might be prudent for me to jump in and take out one of these weakened empires, or maybe even both. Huh. It wasn't something I was really considering on doing just yet. I was wary of Korea. You always have to consider the possibility that you're going to have to attack Korea, because otherwise she's just going to take off in science and be untouchable. Win the game with a science victory before you can blink. Huh. Yeah, I might want to consider, actually, a war or two down there. Something to keep in mind. Okay, and this guy has moved up, discovered my city. Not good. I'll go and poke him with my archer. Bring my other guys up. Heck, if I can snipe him with the scout, I will. Okay, I think military training is probably going to be the thing here. Then again, I could go for defensive tactics for the governor title to get that boost for Magnus. I'll go for defensive tactics first. It's something I hope I'm not going to get the boost for. Okay, and it looks like she's bringing more missionaries up again. She hasn't brought them into my territory yet. But if she's thinking about trying for a religious victory, she'll do that sooner rather than later. I've got plenty of faith to fight them off. Like, I can just have my own missionaries start pouring back. As soon as this temple is up, I could start bringing out apostles. Oh, this guy was trying to come around towards the warrior. Try and get a snipe of his own. That was a tactical mistake, and I'm glad he made it. Okay, now we got this industry. Extra gold yield in host city. How is my gold here? Not the best. I suppose I could always put down a commercial hub like here to get some adjacencies from the adjacent districts, the government plaza and my capital there. I don't really have, like, I could potentially have Yaroslavl, if that's how you say that, take this tile. Because they have some good gold income here. Once I have a harbor down there, it's going to be even more. I've got these two to work towards. And then I could always put a commercial hub in here somewhere. Maybe across the river there, so it'd be adjacent to the harbor. These are all ideas. Oh, that's a river. So if I actually ate that deer, that'd be a river for the commercial hub, to be adjacent to a harbor. Yeah, I could definitely do that. I think that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go. Got my first industry in the world! And I did remember to, yeah, keep that worked by this city. Okay, so this guy is just about ready to found 5 pop city there. That's not good. There's a lot of food here, though, so my city will catch up decently quick. But that is something to worry about. And then up here, I'm still trying to sneak this guy up around this way to found this city to possibly steal that iron from Georgia. Hopefully. I should have enough gold to buy that out. And as Russia, I'm at least going to have these two. I don't know what other tiles it'll try and stretch to. I don't think it ever stretches to tiles 3 tiles away from the founding spot, but I'm not actually sure. I know you get an extra ring, and that it goes to the best tiles it can when it does. But I don't actually know the specifics on how far it'll stretch and in what way. So I might actually only have to buy 1 tile to get to that iron, but I might not. I'll have to see once the city gets founded. Okay, now I think I want to pull these guys back to their getting ready to attack Singapore positions. I'll use my scout to scout. There's a novel concept. Make sure that there's nobody coming out of that barbarian camp and have him help my settler get into position. This guy can just hold position there for a couple of turns while Magnus gets established. Yeah, you can just fortify there, that's fine. Found this city. Yep, already. I think I'm fine to reassign Pingala down here. He won't be getting a great benefit with only 1 population down here, but he wasn't getting much benefit up here until recently because I was turning out settlers, so I'm not going to worry about it. Clearly wasn't worrying about it before. Okay, now the first thing to do in here, actually, I think, is to get a builder out. I don't want to buy him because I don't know how much gold I'm going to need to buy out to this iron. And as soon as I get that iron bought out towards, like, I can get this builder over there. I don't think I mentioned saying that I could do that. but I was thinking it. You'll have to take my word for that. But anyway, after all that's done, I could also buy out to both of these turtles. I could even get an industry up there. I could definitely get that jade online. There's a lot for a builder to do down here. And okay. Expansionist tendencies. But you know what? I'll go ahead and take that diplomatic favor from you because I'm not planning on Hey, you're settling too close, as she puts a city right on my borders. Wow. Well, you know what? This might be one of those fun opportunities to loyalty flip one of Eleanor's cities. Well, I was just saying earlier how I was thinking about maybe declaring war down here. It's looking more and more likely as the turns go by. I'd like to loyalty flip this just because I always like to do that to Eleanor's cities if I can. It's a fun reversal of fortune. Okay, he still needs another turn. And I'm trying to get this city online still. Okay, that's... Okay, does it look like her missionaries are gonna start coming after my cities? Oh, got a flood. Ha! Basically just hit Eleanor. That's good. Doesn't look like she lost any population here, though. That's a shame. Okay, so I've got my horsemen online. I don't really have anywhere pressing for him to be in the short term. Or the long term, actually. I just wanted to have the horsemen. That's the thought I was trying to express. I want to have him. I might move him up here to help deal with that barbarian camp. But for now, I'm going to leave him here defensively in case Eleanor gets any frisky ideas, having cities, right on each other's borders. And I'll have him available to help out with the eventual sacking of Singapore that I'm still planning. I'm definitely still planning it. It's been like 50 turns that I've been thinking about that, but I'm gonna do it, trust me. And this city... Actually, a shrine is a good idea. The more faith, the better. It helps my entire game plan. Okay, Magnus is established, so I can chop out the rest of that catapult. Have that catapult sit there. Start working on what next? I do kind of want to just build a massive military here that I can use to take Singapore, and then I'd like to say it looks like she's hassling Korea a lot, but Korea still has 102 science per turn. So I'm not going to let Eleanor sit there unchecked just because I think she might be annoying Korea. I'd rather do the annoying personally to ensure that it's as annoying as it can be. So yeah, if I'm reading the situation correctly, it looks like I'm probably going to declare war on Eleanor in the not too distant future. So I will try and get a military here. I'll get another catapult first. I like to have 2 siege weapons before I attempt any kind of conquest, even if there aren't walls, which none of the AI cities have walls yet, which is especially weird because they were at war. They usually like to wall their cities when they're in direct conflict. Okay, just have him sit there and wait. Actually, I'll have him move up a spot. And I'm just one turn out from that settler getting where he needs to go. Yeah, it looks like the city-states are having their allegiances flipped back and forth during this war. I think... Let's see if this page will look... Yeah, they are still at war. That makes them rather vulnerable to me. You know, other than this barbarian camp, and Eleanor doing exactly what I knew she was going to do, so it's not really that surprising, I've been having a lot of really lucky breaks this game. Like, I started out here all to my lonesome, basically all this land to build into. Still. Like, I still have designs on the west here that I'm not going to give up. That's going to be once I get this temple, and then the... See, I just forgot the name again. Ancestral Hall. Ancestral Hall finished to get settler spam coming out of here without the population loss. Because I'm at the point where I've got enough cities for now. I've got 5 cities down, and I've got another one that's right on the door. In fact... Boop! Another unpronounceable... Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to attempt that. Okay, and like I was saying earlier, I was actually only 1 tile away from that iron. That's great. So I can get that in there. I can buy a builder to help out, because even though I'm going to have this guy come over, there's still a lot to improve here. Still got a couple of furs, and then I can always come back and chop more stuff here where Magnus is to get that military out a little quicker. First thing I want to produce in here, actually. What is? Well, I do have that barbarian clan right there. This city is definitely close enough to help unit production. So I think I would like to build, let's say, a horseman. Sounds good. This guy's in position, this guy's in position. Okay. So it looks like things are about to take a turn for the burning stuff to the ground. So I think this is a good stopping point. Yeah, I've got some ambitions on some of this land that other people have claimed. And for the good of the Empire, I do believe I shall be taking it from them. So tune in next time for that. Bye!